Hello and welcome to this session. In this session, we will discuss about Linux users and groups management. See, if you want to use a Linux system, you should have a username and a password for yourself. So, in Linux, there are mainly three types of users. One is a root user. The second type, you can say it is a system users. Third is a regular users. So, what is a root user? See, whenever you install a Linux operating system, by default, automatically a user with the name root will be created, and this user is the most powerful user in Linux. You can do anything, any task using this user in a Linux operating system. So you can edit the configuration files, you can create new users, any admin privileges, any administrative tasks you can do if you are having access to this user. So this is like a administrator in a administrator user in Windows operating system. So that's why hackers try to get the root level access of a servers if, to which they want to hack. Okay, so this is a very important user. And what are the system users? See, there are also some users which are created in Linux, which are not used by human beings. We don't use them to log in into the, we cannot log in with those users. So the operating system uses these users to run the services, the processes, and some applications. Okay, so these users are meant to run the applications and the services, but you cannot log in into the Linux operating system using these users. And regular users are the users which are created for the end users. Okay, if you are having a root privilege, you can create users like user 1, user 2, example user 3. So multiple users can be created in Linux. These regular users will not have any administrative privileges. Okay, if you are having access with the regular user, you can just create your programs, you can execute them, you can create your own files. Okay, you can use the applications installed in the system. So you can only access the files that you have created. Okay, if you are a regular user, normal user, you cannot access. For example, here user 1 cannot access the files which are created by user 2. Okay, by default they don't have the permissions for each other's file. So this is about the types of three types of users. Now see, now we know that in a Linux we need a username and password to log in. So let us say there is a Linux system and there is a user. He is trying to log in into that system using a username and password. So by default, all the usernames and along with username, some other details about the users are saved in a file known as in /etc passwd. Okay, and there is also another file /etc/shadow. So let us say the username provided by the user is safe and the password is password 123. So when this user is providing this username and password, the Linux system will verify the username in this file and password from this file, because the passwords are stored in this shadow file and they are stored in a encrypted format. So if these two files match, if these two username and password matches in the file, then the user Linux system allows the user to log in, and the user can log in and now he can continue with his tasks.